Hey, it's Enryu, and today I'm going to be showing you two Nilah games that I played, one in Challenger and one in Emerald, to show you the differences in playstyles. In the Challenger game, I focus a bit more on scaling and team play, whereas in Emerald, I focus more on building a lead and getting as much gold as possible. Both games are very educational, so I recommend watching both. I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, so this game, our matchup is going to be Ashe Poppy. If you're playing against Poppy, you have to be careful of the bushes and walls. I have a Bard, so I think we should have Prowl in this lane, especially since we don't know where the enemy is. Like, I have no clue what they're doing, actually. They're not trying to, like, abuse us level 1, which I think is kind of surprising. Because Ashe definitely can just 1v2 me and Bard. And they probably also didn't try to bush cheese. Like, already this is, like, very different from a high elo game. Like, the players aren't really utilizing their champs, like, the maximum potential. Or, like, not even maximum potential, it's like, they're not really doing anything at all. Their Ashe is just standing back. Like, not trying to pressure me, not trying to poke, not trying to do anything. Like, usually you can tell if an Ashe player is good or not just based off of their first, like, 1 to 2 Ws. Like, how they use their first W. Like, do they damage you? Do they use the farm? Like right here, I don't even know why, but my Bard just moved to ward when they have a Nocturne, which is like, there's no way the guy is ganking us this early in the game, right? And even if he ganks us, we just walk it out, so don't know why we placed a ward there, but I mean, it is what it is. So the lane is already like completely different, like we're just winning the lane, we're getting the skill for free. This is not what should happen in a matchup like this, in my opinion. Nilah is not supposed to scale for free versus Ashe, Poppy. Like, the Ashe actually has less CS than me, so you pretty much can already tell that, like, the vibes, like the what goes on in lane between higher elo games and low elo games is just completely different. The thing about Poppy is she can pretty much just stop my engage anytime she wants whenever I go in, so what I want to do is just like not go in essentially, unless my Poppy engages onto the Bard, right? Or unless my Bard stuns one of them. And I think in this case, like, since we are ahead, we should try to like fight them, but like their Poppy is just like trying so hard to I think my Bard should just keep going there if we got the Ashe, but I think we still come out on top because they have no sums now. So as long as my Bard can land a stun, we should be able to get a free kill every time onto the Ashe. I'm gonna actually pull the wave here. It's better for us to have the wave in front of our turret. That way we can always chase them like for a long time if we choose to fight. And if like we get low for some reason, then we only have to walk a little bit to get back to our tower for protection. This Ashe should be dead here. Yeah, so that's what I mean, right? Keeping the wave in front of your turret and why burning the sums is more worth for us. Because we can honestly kill the Ashe anytime. She doesn't really have a dash or anything. Like, their Poppy is homeless right now, all she can do is roam, so as long as our teammates don't die to her roam, we pretty much already won this game. So yeah, it looks like she can't do anything because our Smolder is playing safe. And we're just gonna regen our health back here. And so we can just hold this freeze for a very long time because the next wave is coming. Probably deny her like 3 more minions before she gets back to lane, I think. Like these two right here, maybe 1 melee. So I think Bard should come back right now because the wave is about to push in. Oh, they don't have Poppy, by the way, so I have to watch the wave because it's going to shove into our turret. I don't want to miss like any XP. I like how she's walking into... like, she's actually helping me when you think about it, because if she didn't walk into the turret, I might lose like 2 more minions. Because she would be walking back to her turret and I would have to chase her. So I have no idea what these guys are doing, this Poppy and Ashe. But hey, welcome to Emerald. Like, that's why Nilah has such a high win rate in Emerald and below, like even Diamond. Most people just like don't really know what they're doing. That's why she gets the skill for free. But once you start playing against like better players, her weaknesses are really easy to just like detect, and you can really kind of just like take advantage of Nilah, her range and her inability to like one-shot you. So Ashe has no flash. Her flash is pretty much just the same timer as mine, because I don't think she has Cosmic Insight. I have to be careful though, because I'm 1v2. I don't really have the damage to kill the Ashe. Her barrier's up, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just gonna farm the wave. So the Poppy is gone again. try to kill the Ashe. She still has no flash. I'm gonna ward here. We have vision of her. I think she just gave up at this point. Like, I don't think she wants to play. So yeah, if you can somehow get an advantage, and like if the enemy has no sums, like no flash at least, right, and then you just leave the wave in front of your turret, these situations are always just like easily replicable, right? Like you can just keep doing this in every single game. Like if their support feels that, you know, there's nothing they can do in the lane, they'll just roam and then their ADC gets tilted. I've seen this happen so many times in low elo. Like it's pretty much a formula at this point. That's why like leaving the wave in front of your turret is just so OP. The enemies just don't know what to do in lower elos. Now all there's left to do is just to close out the game cleanly, right? No throws. Try not to do something crazy. I mean, you can limit test. I recommend limit testing. But if you're playing for the win, then don't try to make any throws. Like right here, I can just try to burn her flashing. I'm not going to bother wasting cleanse. I just want to like get her summoner spells without using anything, right? That's like the setup. You kind of have to like get used to setting yourself up like this, right? Plan your engages. Like, am I planning to all in her here? Probably not, because she had sums, right? I really want to burn her sums before I go in on her. So she just burned a barrier here and she burned her ult. I could just go, actually, am I getting ulted? Oh, it looks like it's not me. I'm gonna pressure here because there's no one coming from me. Could I flash on her? Probably, but is it worth? Probably not. So I'm just gonna stand here and deny her minions. That's all I need to do, right? You have to know about the things that you can and cannot do. So why can I do this? It's because I know their Nocturne is topside, right? He already used his ult. No one's gonna be a threat to me. So I can do that. And then she recalled, so I'm just gonna take one more plate and probably recall myself. Actually, I might just stay for one more wave and one more plate. I can get a little greedy here because the next wave is a cannon wave, so it'll take like a long time for it to push out anyways. I really want this BF sword buy, which is the main reason why I'm staying. Like, it's pretty nice if I can get Yuntao. The only problem with the item is that it's very expensive in terms of the components. If you don't get a BF sword buy, it's really hard to actually buy the item. Right now that might be a little difficult, right? I have to kill this guy in order to kill the turret. He has a Borg, so he's actually quite strong, and I don't have my W. I used it to get back to lane. So we're gonna have to wait a bit before we kill this guy. I can like poke him down with Q a little bit. Wait, is it on me? I can't tell. Alright, let's try to kill him now. Alright. I guess they're just only playing topside. I want to get this turret right here, and then probably either rotate top or... I think it's probably better to stay bot. I can just recall and just come back bot again because drag is spawning. Like, despite us being so ahead, it looks like our top side is actually not doing too well, so... But we are a scaling team, so we don't have to fight the second drag. We can just, like, kind of just sit around and just wait to scale. I have no clue what's going on right here, but looks like they're just sending it into us for some reason. But I care about my own scaling as opposed to my teammates, right? When you're playing in lower elos, you can't always rely on your teammates. They like most likely will make bad decisions. So as long as you're making the right decision, getting gold for yourself, and you get stronger, that's all that matters. Because you are the only consistent factor when you are trying to climb. And let's just keep side laning. I don't like being mid because when you're playing a short range champion like Nilah or like Samira, you don't want to be in mid lane because against a mage you can't really do anything, right? They're just gonna keep bouncing the waves. Like you push one wave, they push one wave. There's like no point in that. If I'm side lane, at least I can draw like 2 to 3 people to me if they want to kill me, right? And I possibly kill like all of them, or I kill like 2 if I play it right. So I'd rather be in the side lanes. I think Bard should be with me, but since he's not, then I just have to be careful of the Nocturne ult. Let's see if we can get a mid turret, or we can just start... okay, so they're still fighting up there. I don't really care about that, I think. Like whatever happens there is whatever happens. It's kind of like cringe though, as I said before, playing against Lux. Might just try to go onto her here. She's like running, I don't know where she's running. I'm gonna try and take mid tower here. If we give a bot turret, it is what it is, but I actually don't even think she can get bot turret. My Smolder should really hit this with me though, I think. We don't have any grubs, so it's gonna take me a bit to take this turret. Okay, well I guess we can't take this turret because Smolder didn't hit it with me. I really don't think Ivor needed help with that, but yeah, it is what it is. Like for me, the priority right now is going to be mid tier 1 into bottom tier 2, right? And then mid tier 2. That should be like our main goal here in terms of objectives. Besides Dragon and Baron, obviously. So these champions are not something that I can defend against, so I'm not going to recall here. It's better for me to be applying pressure versus like my Smolder, because my Smolder actually has wave clear, right? So I don't want to be the one defending. If anything, I want to be the one attacking. Smolder, on the other hand, he can't really attack, you know? His champion will just get mobbed by the Nocturne. So he should never be out of his lane. So yeah, you kind of have to understand like things that you can do and cannot do. Like right here, I just have fanboys on me. But I can outplay this, right? But let's say like if Smolder was here, how would he outplay this? You know what I mean? That's why when your teammates ping you for not defending mid, like make sure that you have the right idea and then you just execute it too. Because when your teammates spam ping you for not defending, like can I really defend it? Probably not, right? I don't have flash, I can't really engage on them. Nilah is always a champion that is better if the enemies like walk into you instead of you having to walk into them. That's why she's also a niche champ, right? Counter pick. So usually like I just mute these guys, but I'm an emerald, so it doesn't really matter. Like, so just remember that. Try to remember these things, and it works for every single champion too, not just Nilah, right? Let's say I was playing Smolder this game, I would never want to be side lane. So there's just some rules that you kind of have to stick to, and you learn it eventually with every single champ that you play. Like, you know, what is best for your champ, right? You kind of have to decide that for yourself. Or you can kind of learn from other players, whether it be streamers, high elo, pro players, something like that. If you watch how they play, you can pretty much just figure it out. Okay, do I have like 5 crate items, by the way? Okay, I do have 5 crate items. I don't know why I bought this IE then. Kind of strange, but I think I'm just talking too much. And not that it really matters though. I'm like full, like maximum damage right now. Actually, not much happened. Just Iron is caught. It's fine though. They use a lot, so we can just get the 2 inhibs right here. Can we end here? Probably not. I don't really want to dive them. Like ideally, we just do the dragon since it's only 20 seconds away. But they're walking up too far, so we can just like try and kill them here. Alright. There's a set here. I think we can just ignore him and just go for the end. Same thing with Ashe. Like we can just kill her. And there it is. That's the Emerald game. Alright, so this lane reverses Draven Hui. This used to be a winning matchup for Nilah. I mean, of course, we get cheese right here. Gonna have to walk away. I don't think this is a lane where we can actually farm. I mean, these two just have range on us, and we can't fight them level 1. We're just gonna be denied. This is normal, by the way. In every single high elo game you play Nilah, like you're just guaranteed zone like this because you're not supposed to have any agency in the early game playing this champion. I'm gonna Q him once here. That's it. I mean, at least he takes minion damage. That's like the bright side. Alright, so just get EXP if we can. We're gonna get poked out here. Draven is quite low though, so maybe we can fight him at level 3, but that is only if we don't get dove here. Like, they will most likely dive. I would be really surprised if they don't dive us here, especially since Echo is in mid right now. Like, after watching the minimap. Wow, I am really surprised. Okay. Okay, so the good thing for us is Hui is out of mana now. We are down half CS. Draven probably recalled, I think. So I'm just gonna push the wave. Alright, hopefully Hui is not trying to freeze it. Okay, my Karma should try to stop him, and then I will just recall. So the wave is coming into us. We are just down CS. Very difficult to play. That's why I hate playing with enchanters, because We don't have any engage to get onto them. We're just kind of stuck in the lane. So yeah, it's not the best. Right, you see how there's nothing we can do when Hui walks up like that? If they were Seraphine, Soraka is like the same thing. We don't have anything to actually counter that. So it's just the reality of playing with an enchanter. So the next time someone asks me, like, before you ask me, is this enchanter good? Just think about it that way. Just, you can't do anything if the enemy have range without engage. Not just for Nilah, it's for every single champion. Like, if I wasn't Nilah, I was like Samira, Kaisa, it's like the same result. Short range champions can only win against long range champions if the long range players are bad or if they have engage. That's it. Otherwise, it's really hard to play against. Okay, well, they're actually kind of messing up here. Like, Draven's just walking in. This is like actually an opportunity where we can fight. Okay, never mind. Well, we got them pretty low, but we're not going to end up killing them. So, kinda sucks. Looks like they're backing off a bit. Mars Connor is getting killed in his own jungle right now. Even though the score is only 3-2, it seems like a very hard game to win. I think like their Smolder is literally gonna have 225 stacks at 20 minutes. Unless like they kill this guy right here. Maybe. Lee Sin dies, I think. It's a 1-for-1, but Riven loses like 2 waves and platings. I don't even think it's worth it. Ganking Smolder here, it's probably a kill, I think. Okay, yeah, nice, it's a kill. I mean, not bad. We're up in CS now. I wouldn't say we're winning per se, because the Draven still has a huge passive cash out gold. And also their Hui is like giga scaling, but it was better than before when we were down like 20 CS. We do have 3 grubs, so let's try to get platings here. I'm not going to try to hit it too much. Like, I'll only hit it when Hui's abilities are down. Alright, so I'm really close to Collector, so I'm just going to stay for one more wave, shove this wave ASAP, and just recall for Collector. It's like the same thing for Draven though. We have like very similar gold. He might have a little less than me because he bought a refillable, but like regardless, it's like very similar. When I have a recall, he probably has like the same items as me. I don't really mind Karma getting this as long as she doesn't die. Yeah, she's alive. I don't have to cancel my recall. Alright, so Draven hasn't recalled yet, so I have a Collector over him. I would say like we can fight this dragon, but I'm also down to get 6 grubs instead. I think 6 grubs is really good. I'm gonna try and push this wave ASAP though. They're coming back to lane, but I just want to push ASAP so I can move if they choose to fight. That's whaled. I don't think he'll walk back this way, but I would just in case. The Draven wants to recall for sure. He's almost and he has an item that he wants to buy. So I'm gonna push this wave into him, like push it as fast as possible. That way we can hit the platings if he recalls, or if he doesn't recall, then he has to stay with like no mana, right? But if he does choose to recall, which it looks like, okay, never mind, he didn't. But regardless, we're gonna keep hitting this turret as long as we can. Right, there's Echo. Because of the champion that my support picked, we were forced to AFK, right? So nothing we can really do about that. I would say right now our priority is getting this turret. So if my Karma could come with me, that would be nice. That way I don't have to take free poke from Draven. But yeah, you see, like, because he didn't recall, he has no mana, he can't fight now, and we have prio over him. So it's like only the small advantage that you can get when you are playing versus matchups like this without engage. Like, you have to play safe early and come out on top later on, right? This game we were pretty lucky because we had 6 grubs. You're not going to be lucky every single game, right? We traded 2 dragons for it, so we have to get the 3rd dragon. Right here we rotated mid. I don't like being against Smolder because I can't do anything against Smolder. I can't kill him and he can always just stack off me. So I'd prefer not laning against him, but I don't really have a choice right here. The best thing I can do is just let him push into me, or like I try to get prio, but it's really hard if he's a smart player. He'll just always try and stack on me because he will know that I can't kill him. So I'm gonna push the wave ASAP. Let's see if we can get some... Okay, I can't because he's still here. I was gonna say, let's see if we can get some damage onto the turret, but I don't think we can. Alright, so it looks like there's gonna be a fight here. I'm gonna go. Um, doesn't look very good. Unless we kill the Echo right away. I mean, Hui missed his thing. He should be dead. I had to flash that, I think. I don't want him to get 5 stacks on me, otherwise I probably die. I mean, there's a good chance I don't die, but I really, like, I could just use barrier there, but if they committed for me, I'm pretty sure I would die, and I don't want to give a reset over. Like, I was just playing it safe, because my teammates were kind of far away from me. Ribbon killed that guy up top. I'm just gonna buy my item, buy a pink ward, and walk out. And they killed the Hui. Or Echo, sorry. Guess not. I don't have my ult yet. 3 seconds. This corner is really low, so if they do dragon, I think it's probably just gone. Echo has no ult though, so maybe we can do something here. Probably don't hit the dragon. Don't give Echo that execute. Like, force him out of the pit if anything. I don't think we should 50-50 it. Okay, there is no ult. They got the dragon though. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's actually so hard, but my build will have to change depending on this next fight. Like, if they get Ocean, so I have to go, what's it called? Mortal Reminder. If they don't get it, I can go LDR still. They're making a play onto the Darius. I think they got him, but I'm gonna walk down just in case. Guess I'll put a blue ward for them. Nice, they got him. This mid tower is definitely a problem. If we don't get this mid tower, we're like it's really hard to make plays around the map. How many stacks is there, Smolder? 168. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. I thought he would have a lot more stacks since he got a free lane, but I guess not. It's just really hard though. Like, you see what I mean? Where they have too much wave clear, we can't really kill them. Like, it's just too hard. As long as they stay under tower, there's nothing we can do to them because we have no engage. We are pretty well farmed though. I think their Draven is quite useless. Like, Draven is more useless than me, which is kind of sad. Like, we haven't won this game yet, if you know what I mean, because we're full AD and they have a Smolder. For some reason, their Smolder didn't go steel caps, which is actually, like, you'd be surprised, but it's actually winnable because he didn't go steel caps. Because that means, like, he's kind of dumb. And that's his barrier, so I'm guessing he doesn't have flash, but he has friends here, so it's fine. Burn my ultimate for his barrier. Alright, so this next wave, we're gonna try and get the mid tower, I hope. There will be people defending it like Hui, but if we can get some damage on it, it'd be really nice, since we have 6 grubs. And if their Hui is like far enough, oh wow, that guy did not recall. I'm really surprised. Let's get away from here. I don't want to fight next to the turrets, so let's try to get out of here. I think my teammates should try to get out of here too. Like, since Baron is up, if we die here, they just get free Baron and the game is like, it's like pretty much over, so I don't want to be here, right? Like, I don't even want to give them a chance of... Alright, gonna recall again, and the reasoning is because I have Last Whisper. Last Whisper is honestly a pretty big spike. It's like equal to like a full lethality item in terms of armor penetration, because 18%, it's like 20 armor that you're penetrating at this point, so it's really, it's a pretty big buy, right? Like, look at Draven, he has like 100, 18%, that's like almost 18 right there, right? Since he has 98. It's like a pretty big buy, and that's only on like this ADC champion. So imagine how much it's like doing to Darius. Okay, now let's get out of here. Let's just do this dragon. Their Echo can always steal it because Echo is one of those champions that has a... Oh wait, hold up. Oh, he flashed it. Okay, if we force Echo to ult here, that's not bad. Maybe we kill him too. I guess not. Wade dies. Let's just... I think we should just get this dragon, guys. We're kind of fighting like 2 different fights right now. Like, we have to hover our top jungle here. Okay, nice. Okay, that's one kill. Driven Flash, you should be dead though. Nice. Let's get this dragon, which is honestly not bad. I don't think we should ever start Baron though, it's like too risky. We don't have enough damage to one-shot it, and it's the only way the enemies get back into the game. Like, you always have to recognize, Baron nowadays is so hard to kill now, that you don't want to risk doing it, because you will take so much damage. I mean, I guess that was a fine trade, but it's really hard for me to like catch up to them. Like, my champion is not that mobile, as compared to other champions, because I need to select the target for my dash. Echo can just dash wherever he wants. I like how the Echo is able to actually push our waves like this. Like, one of these days, we should probably just like surround him or something. Like, send the squad on him. Oh, okay, we're gonna send the squad on the way. Do we have a way to get onto the Smolder? It's just going to be Skarner ult. Okay, Smolder ulted. Not bad, not bad. I think we can just end here. I guess we survived. It was quite a battle. Like, it was just AFK farming for most of the game.